How to get a loan when starting an RV park. This is one of the most important aspects when starting an RV park because a lot of the time we don't have a lot when we're getting started. And that was something that I faced when I began my RV park. And I'm going to share a little bit about my deal and how you could get some insight into your own deal. So I started off, I had a full-time job. And for a lot of you watching, you might have a full-time job as well. And maybe you're looking to do RV parks on the side. That's not a bad idea. You want to, I would say, it'd be recommended to keep your full-time job, keep that money coming in, and maybe work with a partner, maybe work with somebody that knows a lot about real estate and you guys can work together. So what I did was I did that exact same thing. I kept my full-time job, I saved some money, and I worked with another investor who did a lot of the management and a lot of the groundwork. And pretty much what I did was I saved up enough to where when we were able to find a property that we liked, we were able to put a down payment on that property, and I got access to that property for just $600 a month. $600 a month was easy for me to pay because I had my full-time job, and I could just easily save that and cover that bill until we got to the next step. And the next step was getting a loan in order to do all the infrastructure. So how I got the loan was I pitched my idea to family and friends and contacts that I knew that might be interested in investing in an RV park. And I've said this before on this channel, but I think a great person or great people that you can ask are family and friends. Family and friends and warm contacts, people that know you. Because a lot of the time, they might want to invest in some kind of real estate deal, but they don't know a lot about it. But if they like and trust you and they see where you're going, they're willing to invest with you. And that's what the person that we found was thinking as well. They wanted to invest. They didn't want their money to sit in the bank. We knew that they just sold a house, and so it was a perfect opportunity, and they have a great return on their money. So when you're looking for somebody, I'd say family and friends are great people to look for. I made another video about specifically looking for funding. You can watch that as well on my page, but this is kind of just a general overview. But I would say family and friends are a great place you can look. Also, you can go to a traditional bank if you have a good credit score and maybe you have a really good job. Maybe your property value is pretty high. Those things all can help you when you're going to a traditional bank. Also, you can go the private lender route. I've made a video before about how you can go on Craigslist and post ads regarding looking for private money. There's also certain websites that you can go on. There's even Facebook. You can go on Facebook and look for private lenders in certain groups. There's a lot of real estate investing groups with private lenders looking to lend out money. So if you have a good idea, if you have your land or if you don't, that could be a good option that you can go. But I always say, try to go with people that you know, family and friends. And the more private it is, the more flexibility you'll have. And if you're just trying to get land first and foremost, usually a traditional bank is a great way to go, especially if you have a good credit and you have a good job. But you can also use, like I said, a private individual in order to get that land. Once you have your property set up, like you have your property and maybe you're making a little bit of money and you want another loan, you can use what's called a DSCR loan, which is pretty much a loan based off of your cash flow. And those are one of the best loans that you can get. But if you're just starting off, I'd recommend a private lender or family and friends. And it's going to be, I'll just say this, that you're going to get a lot of no's before you get a yes. So you have to keep in mind that a lot of people are just not going to see your vision. I'd say, 90 out of 100 people will not see your vision. It'll only be about 10 people that will. So I would recommend just, have a bulletproof plan. Make sure you know how much money your RV park's going to make. Make sure, your outgo is less than your income. Keep your full-time job as well, because that's kind of an underrated part of this, and work with somebody that has knowledge regarding the industry. And together you guys can crush it. You can do, a great business and you can make a lot of money, but just make sure you know what you're getting into. Make sure you know the pros and cons and that you're going to make more in the end than less. But that was just kind of a small video short video about RV parks and getting funding for them. If you like to give it a thumbs up, make sure to subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one.